Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick from the SEGA Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you are in the world, and this one is Rise of the Robots, published by Acclaim Entertainment in 1995. It's a beat 'em up really, where you control a robot, well, a cyborg. You can only control one of the characters in this, which is a bit of a letdown, so I hope it doesn't limit the game. But the game originally came out on the Amiga, which you haven't reviewed, and DOS, then got later ported over to this, the SNES, and the 3DO. You're a cyborg. There's a bit of a story to this. It's the year 2043, and it's a battle to see who the best cyborg robot nincompoop is. The people you have to battle are controlled by the computers, you'd imagine. There's a loader, a builder, crusher, the military robot sentry, and a supervisor. So here we are, on our way to the competition. What could possibly go wrong? Now, I think the Amiga version was over loads and loads of discs, and at the time this game was hyped as having really good graphics. This intro looks pretty cool so far, so hopefully the game is just as good. But as I say, I'm a little worried that you can only control one character. Now, you can have two-player mode, where one person controls the kicks and one person controls the punches. That is very bizarre. Let's decide who we're fighting, but we're doing them in order here. So this one is a loader. I think it defaults that you've only got 30 seconds bout, which isn't really enough time, but we'll see how we get on. If I don't do very well, we'll turn the timer off to see if I fare any better. Doesn't seem to be too many moves to select either, so let's try it and block. Right, this doesn't look too bad. Graphically it looks okay, bit of shadowing underneath the character, which is good. Guy looks a bit like the T1000 in liquid form. Energy bars across the top. Right, I'm flying in with kicks and punches, but I don't really know what I'm doing. Just block and find your way forward, and then destroy this loader. Who's winning? I think I'm winning, but we've only got 8 seconds left, so we're not going to finish the fight. It's just not enough time. Who's won? Oh, I've won, have I? I've won because I had the most energy. Well done. So that's the loader destroyed. Hooray, one fight done. First go ever, and I've won. Oh, it's best of 3. That's a shame. I celebrated too early. Right, so I think I'll go in for attack and then retreat. I think that'll be my plan. But I think I've got this on easy. I think I've got it on easy. Good. There don't seem to be any special moves that I can see here. It says in an instruction sort of thing I read somewhere else that the computer opponent tries to learn by your attacks. It doesn't look like you're doing much learning here. Let's run down the clock and we'll win again, I think. Yes, Cyborg is victorious. Well done us. We do it again. Hooray! Well done. We are Super Cyborging away. Loader destroyed. Proceed with caution. Okay, we will. Who's up next? I think it's going to be Builder. Didn't see too much of the gameplay, but if I keep beating them a bit like this, then it could grow on me. Great animation. It was a little bit slow, I thought, the movement in that first bout. We'll see if it improves from fight to fight. I think it might suffer a bit more on the Commodore Amiga, but mental note, Nick, review this on the Commodore Amiga as well. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. Yeah, I was worried about that 30-second bout, but we seem to have taken care of the first chap on easy. This guy looks a bit bigger. It's a builder robot. Oops. Oh, he's got a big range. We don't seem to be able to get near. I can't punch him. Hang on a minute. I'm going off this quite quickly. I can't get anywhere near him. There's the W logo there from the Wayland Corporation, or similar to it from Aliens. What's going on there? I've got a punch in there. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. This isn't enough time. Yeah, this guy's a bit tricky. How do you fight this fella? He's like a big gorilla robot. Right, 1-0 to him. Time up. Music is quite metallic. It's okay for the genre. It seems like there's quite a few moves missing on this. It's very difficult, this second fellow. The first person we had a bit of a chance by retreating slightly and going in. Don't know really what the secret with this fellow. None of my punches are really landing with this chap. I would have liked an option to control some of the other characters, but that is not there. So it suffers badly. I've never known a fighting game where you can only control one character when there's a heap of them. That's a bit lazy. Can't think why they didn't do that. Very bizarre. And it's game over. Well, we'll have another go. I got to the second robot at least, the builder. So we'll take the time limit off. See if there's any way of changing this. Don't seem to be able to skip the intro either, so it loses points for that. So I've got to wait for the whole intro to go around. Crazy. Acclaim Entertainment. They didn't do the Amiga version, I don't think. I think someone else did those. I think there might have been a year gap or 2 year gap between the two. I'm wanting a little bit more from this game, really. But I've only had one go, so let's see if it grows on me. You can do a bit of training to try and learn the moves. Still on easy, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, no timer, right, okay. Super moves are on, believe it or not. I don't know what the super moves are. Maybe we'll fluke a combo or something. If you know what the super combos are, then let us all know as we play Rise of the Robots. But, you know, presentation is great. The sound is a bit underplayed, but that's sort of like okay. Select your opponent. Right, so we're doing them out of order now. We're fighting who we want. That's the Crusher, I think. That's a military robot. I think that's the... Who's that? It might be the Sentry. Oh, I don't know who they are. Anyway, we've got to go through them. There's an end of level boss, I think. But there's not many. It's not many characters on this. Lots of frames of animation here. Let's try and beat this one. It's the Crusher, which is your third opponent if you get that far. He seems to have a bit of a range on him. Yeah, I hate this game. He just took me off too. So the only opponent that you got half a chance of beating, it seems, is the loader, because your blocking is pretty much near useless. Look at each step; it's not going down at all. Oh, this is silly. Like the character. I mean, I'd like to have at least half a chance, but look at this. There's just no way of if you go in close quarters, he's just going to pick you off. This is way too difficult. I hated that. The loader, okay, that was fine. You got a chance of him, but Crusher, unless there's some special skills or powers that you need to be doing, and now I need to wait for the whole thing to load again. Yeah, I was trying to like this, but I'm sort of edging towards not liking it. It moves okay, although it's a little bit on the slow side, but I don't feel like it's a fair fight. I'd love to control that military guy or that Crusher guy, the builder guy we just got beat in the last one, but we don't. What seems to be a very limiting game, and if you try and get anywhere on it, it seems like it's going to be quite a frustrating experience. If you had it back in the day and played it loads, you might have got the knack of it, got more I'm doing, but you know, as we take on the top guy, I'm not really feeling it. But right, let's try. Come on, let's use my skills here. So he's right. Punch. I need to do the kicking. Where's player 2 to do the kicks? I've had a second controller in. I could do the kicks there for a 6-button controller. Right, I've just got A, B, C, and some other bits. Right, hang on a minute. We're sort of like holding our own here versus the Sentry. And we can take him out, can we? We've got no time here, so whoever wins, wins. This is the longest bout so far. Right, he's not going super far, but it's on easy. If you put this on hard, I think it'd be more or less impossible. He's winning, I think. Oh, that was a good punch. Right, oh, I've won. Cyborg wins. But I'm still, despite I won, I'm still not enjoying myself. It's not a good game. Animate's quite good. Animate's quite good. It's trying to be an advanced game. It's just lacking that extra 10%, I think, to sort of like lift it. Am I being too harsh? Well, maybe. There are some other fighters which I've sort of like, but they're not trying to show off and go into the next realm. And I think Clay Fighters is aimed at a younger age group, so I can let that go to a certain degree. Street Fighter 2 is a classic from the arcade, so there's a lot of competition. Quite a few fighters we haven't looked at, and we've taken that bloke quite easily there in 2 bouts. Well, there we go, and it's game over. There he is. There's his crush metal on the floor. Your move, creep. Yeah, so it's not Mortal Kombat or anything like that, is it? But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be. I think we'll try and just fit in one last bout, then we'll get out of here. But it's pretty lackluster, this. Gameplay, you're going to be frustrated a bit, but it's from 1995. But graphically, it's good. You could have been fooled to buy it from the screenshots back in the day. It's got a bit of quality in the introduction there. It's pretty run-of-the-mill stuff other than that. Nice intro if you want to watch that, but we won't do. The enemy is approaching, please wait. So we're doing the proper game now, and we're versus the loader. Looks a bit like that thing from that Ripley War in Aliens. We'll probably get our butt kicked by it now, won't we? Right, we're analysing it. It's called a loader. Off we go. So this is the only one really. I think well gets the Sentry, but that builder the next round was tricky. Right, taking an early fight. Fortunately the energy doesn't go back up again. So let's just try and pick it off. Have punch it and then retreat, I think. Oops, kicking would be good. Right, the flying kick's giving us a bit of stuff, and then that half punch. Right, one left. Now, if it was on the 30 seconds, I'd just run down the clock, but that won't be happening here. Come on, just another hit, and we're there. Don't get cocky. Oh, getting close. Oh, he's won. Loader wins. Right, so the loader win there. I did get a bit cocky. I had quite a hefty win here. So this is what we got to look forward to in the year 2043. How long have we got to year 20? 23 years. Expect the lockdown to be over by then, will it? Maybe. You're watching this and the lockdown is over and you don't know what we're talking about in terms of COVID, then hooray for you. Comment below. I think this is growing. Do you know what? Although I'm not liking this game, I said I wouldn't like it, I think it's growing on me slightly. This cyborg character, I quite like to meet him. Yeah, so how could you make this game better then? Well, have a few extra moves, make it a little bit easier, have all the characters in the game selectable, and have a few extra characters as well. Have a few extra music tunes, loader wins again, have a few extra music tunes between the games, and I think that you got something. It just needs a bit of an overhaul, this one, so it just fails in a few attempts. So hope you liked having a look at that one. There's good elements of it, but I'm not really that impressed. That was Rise of the Robots on the SEGA Mega Drive or Genesis, depending on where you are in the world, published by Acclaim Entertainment in 1995. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.